can sit and cross-legged if you'd rather for the breath practice, but I was suggesting using your 2 bricks to sit on and kneel. So this takes a lot of the weight off the front of your foot and doesn't make it quite so heavy on your knees either. So we're going to be kneeling, so it's just to start opening up our knees a little bit here in kneeling. So we've been thinking all week about the power of affirmation, and I just thought I'd start with a little fact that I found, but I haven't got my glasses on, so I can't read the man's name. I think it's Mase Emoto. He's a Japanese chap. He's a scientist, and he was studying the formation of ice crystals in pure water, and he found that using positive energy in words and music changed the shape as they grew. They grew symmetrically. So then he said that if he used negative energy through sound, it proved the opposite and they became deformed. So trying to bring some sort of basis for our classes this week, the power of affirmation. We know about talking to plants as well, was another one I thought of. We know that things that we think of as inanimate or not alive even, actually the positivity, the positive energy still works on them, which is really quite amazing. So how do you feel this morning? How do you feel at the end of this week? How do you feel ready for the weekend? Do you feel positive? What's your energy like this morning? Positive, negative? So today we're thinking about I accept. But we really want here to think about accepting the positive rather than the negatives. So we're going to have a breath practice. All we're going to do is take our long inhale for 4, exhale for 4. So find your posture first of all and begin to breathe. Begin to slow your breath. Begin to find that rhythm between the inhale and the exhale, that nice, slow, smooth, even rhythm between the two. Try to take the breath down, right down to your belly if you can. Fill up to the full and then release, empty completely. So on your next inhale, we're going to take a little mantra here, not your next one. So when you're ready and have heard what I'm saying, on the inhale, we're going to use the mantra, accept the positive. And on the exhale, release the negative. So inhale, and as you do, say to yourself or out loud, well, it has to be to yourself, accept the positive. We can't really talk when we inhale. Exhale, release the negative. That one you can either say to yourself or out loud. So find those mantras, use them as you find it's comfortable for you. Inhale, accept the positive. Exhale, release the negative. So find that rhythm now in the mantra as well. Mantra can translate as meditative sound. So it's what we're thinking about talking to ourselves here. We're using the same power of positive energy that man used on the ice crystals, or that we use on plants, for instance. Affirming something makes people feel good, and it's the positive energy that you get from it that makes you feel good. So accept the positive as you inhale, and release the negative as you exhale. Take 3 more breaths without me talking, just saying those little mantras to yourself. On your next inhale, say accept the positive again. On your next exhale, really elongate the exhale as you say release the negative. Go right to the bottom, take a longer exhale and release the whole thing. Release the negative. And then let go of the breath. And open your eyes. So that's a really nice, easy, simple mantra to use when you're feeling a bit het up or something's not going well for you. Then that's quite good to use in a negative situation. So it's one to remember. But it's also nice to wake up every morning and say that to yourself and get going with the positive energy in you. Okay, so we're going to move now onto our knees. So get rid of your bricks, grab your cushion if you need it for under your knee. And we're going to be rolling up and down here. So if your knees are a little bit sticky this morning, just don't push through too far. Okay, so we'll start by sitting, kneeling, and we're not going to go up for the first 3 breaths. We're just going to inhale and take our arms up above our head, slowly on the inhale. Keep your shoulders down away from your ears. Keep your tummy tucked. Keep your bottom tucked. Exhale, take the arms back down. So as you work through today, see if you can use that mantra as we breathe. Inhale, accept the positive. Exhale, release the negative. Take it really nice and slowly, nice and smoothly. They're quite good lengths, those words to use to make the breath work at the right speed for you. And then in your next one, if you're comfortable, start to roll up onto your knees. So coming up onto your hips above knees here. Open up, just reaching, not back bending. Exhaling, rolling back down. If you'd rather stay up and don't want to roll, then do that. Inhale the positive. Just extending. Exhale the negative. Take one more extension. And then the next one, we're going to put in a little bit of a back bend. So extend your spine and then roll your heart forward as you accept the positive. And then release the negative. Take your hands down, tuck your tummy, tuck your chin, roll down into a bit of a cat back. Don't go too far down with the hands. Get a bit heavy here. So inhale, accepting the positive again. Or inhale the positive, whichever words work for you this morning. Release the negative. One more cat-cow thinking here. So squeezing the glutes and opening up the upper body. And rolling forward down into cat, lifting the heart up behind us. Sit down then, bring hands down by your side. Turn forward here now. We're going to do side bends now. So we'll go up on the inhale, we'll stay there on the exhale, and we'll take 2 breaths in that side bend. So we've side bended on the first exhale. Side bended. So we're going to inhale, go up, take your right hand up, exhale, over to the left on the side bend. Hold there. Inhale, accept the positive. Exhale, release the negative. One more. Inhale, accept the positive. Exhale, release the negative. On the next inhale, roll your heart open up to that top corner on the inhale. Exhale, roll back. So take one more roll here. Inhale, accept the positive as you open up towards that top corner. Exhale, release the negative. Inhale, the hand comes back up to the top. Exhale, we sit down, take the arm down by our side. Same thing on the other side. So inhale, accept the positive. Exhale, side bend, release the negative. Hold, inhale, 2 breaths here. Sing a little mantra to yourself. Watch that top shoulder hasn't rolled forward. On the next inhale, we're going to roll and open up towards that top corner. We're going to exhale and hold. We're going to take one more breath here. Inhale long. Exhale, release the negative. Inhale, roll back to the front. Exhale there. Inhale, reach up as you take your arm back up. And then exhale down. And release into your feet if you can. So just feel what's happened there. Notice the energy in your shoulders. Maybe you can feel it right down through to your fingers. Where else can you feel? Perhaps your thighs, perhaps around your knees. I don't know about you, but it certainly feels positive to me. It feels good energy. It feels alive. Okay, so we're going to go up and put a little twist in this time. So we'll go up and then in the exhale, we'll turn and twist. And we'll stay up and take the hands above the head and twist the other way. And we'll do a couple of those. So inhale, take the hands up above the head. Exhale, release the negative, twisting to the right. Take it gently, don't force, just do a nice easy twist. Inhale back up to the front. Exhale to the left. We'll take two more actually on each side. So inhale back up to the top. Exhale, then release the negative to the right. Keep that tummy engaged, keep the bottom tucked under. Inhale forward. Exhale to the left, reaching through the middle fingers, making it nice and easy, so as much as you can make it flowy. One more each side. Feel that nice twist across the tummy as you accept that nice energy right down into your belly. Where are you releasing from as you exhale? And then settle back down to the floor. Come now into tabletop. Pad your knees out, have a little flick through the front of your feet just to release, and have a little wiggle there through your ankles just to release since we've been sitting on them for quite a while. Let's take a couple of cat-cows and then take two dynamic cat-cows. So we inhale long and neutral, find your posture points, remember. Exhale, we're going to roll from the tailbone upwards, taking the heart up, letting the head drop. And as you come forward and inhale, find your mantra again. Accept the positive. As you exhale, release the negative. We always move from the tailbone, remember here. We're lifting up through the belly, through the heart. Inhaling, accepting the positive as we move our heart forward and open it up to the front. Now you can roll back if you're comfortable doing a little bit more of a dynamic cat-cow. Draw the elbows down and move forward as you inhale into cow. Exhale, release the negative as you take your bottom back again towards your heels. Might be going a little bit fast or a little wrong timing for you. Please do it in your own time as you inhale and accept the positive. Come back into cow. Come back into neutral. Sit back then into child's pose. Hands extended, head can be off the floor. We're going to take our side bends here, our side bending child's pose. So take a couple of breaths here. You've taken them already because I can't get my words out. And then we're going to walk to the right. Just as far as is comfortable. Don't go too far. Use your left hand on top of your right if you want a bit more extension there. Just hold and breathe. Find where you can breathe. Find that space probably in your left hand side body. Find your ribs moving as you breathe. Find that mantra. Say the mantra to yourself one more time here. Accept the positive, release the negative. Not at that speed, obviously. And then walk across the center and walk over to your left, same thing. So thinking here of finding the space again, but find the mantra straight away if you can. Accept the positive or inhale the positive, whichever you'd rather use. Release the negative. When we let go of things, it gives us space to accept good things. When we let go of the bad things, the good things can move in. So then walk back to center. Take your elbows to the floor. Take your head down if you can to the floor, or cross your arms and pop your head on your hands. Just take a couple of breaths here, inhaling, exhaling, using the mantra. Find that positive energy in what you're saying and use it. Think of yourself as balancing through what you're saying to yourself, as opposed to the crystals who deformed when it was negative energy. The positive energy can make you not symmetrical necessarily, but it will bring balance to you. And then when you're ready, let go of the breath, bring yourself back up to tabletop. We're going to take our right leg, now off the mat, and we're coming into gate. So we're rolling then to open up. We're staying with our right hand under our shoulder. So the right hand's on the floor, right knee bent off the mat, left leg is long and extended. So roll the front body open here. We're going to take an opener to just do that in a second, but we'll take a couple of warm-up kind of things first of all. So in this position, just make sure your hip is over your knee and your wrist and elbow are under your shoulder. And then try and open across your chest a little bit. Draw your tummy in to tuck your bottom under slightly. And then you'll feel your side of your waist extends. Okay, so we're going to inhale and raise the arm up and over the head, just slowly and smoothly. And we're going to exhale and take the arm down. So if you're finding it balance a little bit of an issue, press down into the long edge of the foot that's on the floor. Reach away there. Bring in your mantra if you can. If your head's getting a bit heavy, you can turn and look towards your hand. It's a little bit less heavy on your neck that way, but do keep your chin engaged. And then the next time you bring your hand up, we're going to take that twist in and roll up to look towards the top corner like we did at the beginning in side bend. So arm comes up as we exhale there, and then we inhale and we roll open just a little bit and look up towards that top corner. And then exhale and look forward. Take two more of those, rolling open, feeling that extension on the side of your left side here. One more. If your hand gets too heavy, take it to your waist. Come back to the front. We're taking the left hand now and placing it down as close as we can to the floor. So you're rolling down and twisting in that direction. And then we're going to inhale and take the arm up, opening up. Exhale, rolling back forward. So as you take the arm up, really engage your shoulder. Don't throw the arm behind you. You want to feel that it stacks that shoulder on top of the other one. One more. And bring the hands back down to the floor. Rotate the foot back onto the mat. Bring your other knee in. Sit back in child's pose. Maybe wide-legged if you feel more comfortable. Bring yourself down and just notice the difference in the energy in your side bodies. The good energy, as I say, one side feels very much alive and the other side maybe feels a little bit dull, not too happy. So we're going to go the other way now. We're going to turn and twist. Sorry, somebody's just texted me. I'll just check it's not somebody that's bounced out. Oh, Pauline, she can't get in. Don't worry. Okay, so we're going into the other side now in gate. So find your tabletop again. Take the left leg off this time. Roll open. Keep that left hand underneath the shoulder. Find the long edge of the foot on the extended leg. And then begin by inhaling the arm up above the head. Exhaling, the arm comes down. As I say, take it at your own speed. Don't worry about keeping up with me or if I'm going too fast. Slow it down to what you want to do. Find that balance on the shoulder, though I could feel my wrist didn't feel quite right. So do always feel free to move around if you need to. On the next one, we're extending and we're exhaling there, and then we're going to inhale and roll open towards that top corner. And roll back down. So here you're squeezing the top shoulder down towards the other shoulder. Nice big stretch right down through to your waist. As I say, take your arm down if it's too strong. And then we're going to roll forward and find that hand on the floor. or near the floor. I'm going to open up and inhale up. Stack the shoulders. Exhale, sweep the arm back down. Inhale, still accepting positives here if there's not too much going on to think about it. Exhale, release the negative. One more, inhale, open. Exhale, release. Pop the hand to the floor, rotate your leg back onto the mat, bring your other knee in. Sit back again in child's pose. And notice what's happened to your sides. Do you feel symmetrical now? The positive energy has balanced. So just take a couple of breaths here before we're going to move up now and do some seated twists now. So walk your hands back up when you're ready and come down into Mermaid. So in Mermaid, we've got one leg in front of us bent and the other one bent behind us here. This one's bent backwards. So what you want to try and find is both sit bones grounded. We tend to, rock onto possibly the front one. So you want to drop that back hip so that you can find your sit bones are both grounded. If this is too strong, then take one leg out in front's one option, or let that leg come out a little bit further beside you, but that will raise your hips. So the other option I'm just trying for you is to tuck it under you, but you might have to wiggle your legs around just to play with that one until you're comfortable. Okay, so we're going to take a twist to the open side in this. So the open side, guess which one's open? Can you tell? It would be to the one where this leg, the back leg is, because if you try to twist that way, your hip's quite contained already. So we're just going to take an open twist, which will feel much more positive than taking a closed twist. So first of all, find your posture and find your alignment. Breathe in and rotate gently on the exhale towards the open side, towards your back knee. Inhale back to the front. Exhale there. We're not doing anything else, just a slow twist. Inhale tall, draw the tummy in. Exhale, rotate. Inhale back to the front. Exhale, soften. The movement's all coming through between your shoulder girdle here. Inhale, tall. Exhale, squeeze the back of your body between your shoulder blades. Inhale back to the front. Exhale, soften. Hold for a second. How did that feel without using the arms? Not quite so good for me, I must admit. So now we're going to raise the left arm up in an inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to take it down towards that other thigh and bring the twist in. Inhale the arm back up. Exhale the arm down. So inhale, using the arm to kind of propel our twist here. We'll just get a bit more involved with what you're doing possibly, because the arm helps you to realize that you are facing sideways. Just a little bit extra to bring a bit more of that positive feeling in possibly to what you're doing. Maybe not for you. Maybe you experienced it differently and preferred the other one. Bring the hand back up, bring the hand down. Switch legs, come to the other side. We're going to do the same thing the other way. So we'll take 3 little twists without the arm and then 3 with. Make sure your sit bones are grounded again. Draw the tummy in, draw the heart up, tuck the chin. Inhale tall, exhale, rotate to the open side. Inhale back to the front, exhale, soften. Inhale, accept the positive. Exhale, release the negative, did that wrongly. Inhale, accept the positive, twist and exhale, releasing the negative. Inhale back to the front, exhale, sit down. Get the arm involved this time. So inhale up, Exhale, twist. Inhale, up, twist back to the front. Exhale, down. So rather than twisting, think rotate. Inhale, tall. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, up, rotate back to the front. Exhale the arm down. Take one more, try the mantra this time. That was a bit like rubbing my head and tummy at the same time, that one for me, didn't quite get there. Okay, so we're just going to come down onto a side now. Bend your knees and put your feet behind you as if you were sitting down. Don't have to raise up in this. So you can bring your arm, so your wrists under your shoulder. We're going to take a side extension that way. If you want to come a little bit bigger, lift the hips up as well with us. So we'll inhale, accept the positive, raising up or not, depends on how you feel. Release the negative on the exhale. You have to really push into the feet and the lower legs to lift up. Find and lift up that underside. Exhale, back down. Take one more. Inhaling, just make sure that shoulder is definitely over the wrist. Keep that tummy engaged, keep that bottom tucked, keep that top shoulder down. And release. Switch sides, back to the other one. Same thing. Okay. Make sure the shoulder is over the wrist. Make sure the feet are there ready to push into if you're going to push in. Inhale, lift, or stay down and lift the arm. Exhale, release. Inhale, accept the positive. Exhale, release the negative. One more, inhale, accept the positive. Exhale, release the negative. And then bring yourself down onto your back, onto the floor. Have a stretch away of both legs. Have a little pelvic tilt if you can. Bring the feet in first of all, obviously, and just pelvic tilt a few times just to release any lower back tension. And then stretch the feet away. We're going to come into Pranayama, so we're going to pop our hands above our heads. Elbows can be really bent if it's more comfortable for you. You want to feel the support of the floor in your upper arms and shoulders. So we're going to walk the feet to the right and then walk the shoulders to the right. The bottom stays still, or the middle of your body stays still. We look like a banana now. We're going to stay here, and the choice is either to just stay as you are, or to take your left foot and cross it over your right ankle, and take your left hand and take a hold of it with your right wrist. Take your left wrist by your right hand. Goodness me, I need to put my teeth in this one. And then just stay here and breathe. So take 3 breaths here, inhaling, accepting the positive, exhaling, releasing all that negativity. Finding that balance and symmetry, growing symmetrically. We can't rid ourselves completely of negative things in the world, unfortunately, but we can help to rid it from ourselves. So thinking positively means there's no space for the negative thoughts. Release if you've crossed anything, and then walk back to center, come over to the other side in Pranayama. Find that nice open stretched side body feeling. Cross anything or hold anything that you feel you want to extend the feeling. Breathe into the right side body. Feel that nice space around your waist, around your hip, maybe around the side of your leg, up into your armpit, up your arm. Take 2 more breaths with your mantra, inhaling and accepting the positive, exhaling and releasing negative. We shouldn't have much negative left now, hopefully. So let the breath empty right down to the bottom. Get rid of any negativity that's still holding anywhere in you. And then walk back to center. And bring your hands down to your sides. Come into Shavasana for our last little bit here. Always somewhere nice to stay afterwards, Shavasana, if you have the luxury of time. So find your breath again. And this time just think the word positive and negative. So as you inhale, think positive. As you exhale, say negative. The exhale is not a negative thing. The exhale is our biggest tool in the breath box of ridding ourselves of toxins in our breath, in our respiratory, physical side of things, but it also can release all the mental tension and emotions that we hold. So use your exhale to release the negative always. Let go of the breath after your next exhale. Just lie for a second and notice how you feel now. I think we all know that coming to the yoga mat gives us a positive experience that brings positive energy to us all. It might be calm energy, but it's still positive. We go out a better person when we leave the mat. So have a stretch or a rock or whatever you need to do before we roll it up and come up into cross leg. Take your time, open your eyes, make sure you adjust properly to come up to sitting. So just as we finish our Power of Affirmation week, a reminder of the titles of the classes that we've done this week. We've done I Am. We've done I Have Enough. We've done I Am Energy. We've done I Trust, and we've done I Accept. So just as I say these, repeat these words to yourself in your head as I say them again. I'm going to do them in a slightly different order though. I have enough. I am energy. I trust. I accept. I am. Thank you everybody for your practice again this week. I have quite enjoyed this week and it makes me feel quite positive since we started on Blue Monday. So hopefully you all go away and feel good, ready for the weekend. Look forward to seeing you again on Monday and thank you for your practice.